Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is FX, and on this playlist I'm going to be teaching you guys how to trade QML strategy like a pro. So on this playlist I'm going to be individually explaining each and every term, each and every topic you need to know or prepare you to trade QML properly. Alright, so if you're into that, please just subscribe, like the video if you're kind enough. Just drop a comment in the comment section so the algorithm can push this video or this content to other traders that are willing to learn QML. So if you're into that, please let's get into it. Alright, so the first topic we'll be covering is market structure. Market structure is like a foundation to every strategy you are trading out there. Whether it's SMC, ICT, CRT, CLK, any strategy you are trading, market structure is built around it. And as a trader, you should be able to identify break of structure, higher highs, higher lows, etc., etc., liquidity. Each and every time you should be able to spot them flawlessly on your charts as you mark out your individual strategy. Alright, so these are the four terms that consist in market structure, right? The external structure, the internal structure, the break of structure, change of character, and pullback. So I'm going to be explaining each of them individually, and I'll be explaining all of them accordingly. All right, so we'll be using these line charts first so that I can illustrate everything I'm saying before we go to the live chart, so that you can see each and everything I'm about to say here live on the live chat. All right, so we'll begin with external structure, right? External structure are peak highs and lows or higher time frame price leg that determine overall trend direction. So it's self-explanatory. It is the high and the low in the higher time frame. All right. So if you spot a peak high or a peak low on higher time frame, there are your structure, are your external structure. All right. Higher time frame highs and lows. All right. So in this case, this is your structural high, this is your structural low. So this is structural high and structural low. As long as they are on the higher time frame, like the 4-hour upward. Alright, so as a day trader, I recommend that your higher time frame should be 4-hour and above. Alright, so this is structural high, structural low, structural high, and structural low. Internal structure are highs and lows or trend that are within or inside an external price range. All right, so this is talking about trends that are within, inside an external price range. So in every high and low or the higher time frame, like the higher time frame external structure, the trend inside or in between them are your internal structure. That's where you see something like the peak high and the peak low, which is your external structure, and you will see some sort of highs and lows in between them or inside them. All right, I'm not drawing this thing right, but you know what I mean. So structures inside or within your external structure are your internal structure, or mini structures inside. So in your internal structure, you can find lows, you can find highs, you can find lows and high price movement in your internal structure. All right, so it's basically just saying little movements, little highs and lows in your internal structure or within range in your internal structure. All right, so it's basically just saying little movements, little highs and lows in your internal structure or within range. Within range simply means range inside your higher high, inside the higher high and your higher lows. All right, so inside this range, inside from your inside this range from your higher high and higher lows, trends inside your highs and lows inside your external structure are your internal structure. All right, so we'll go to break of structure. Break of structure, a breach of a high or a low with a candle body close above high or low are your break of structure. All right, so break of structure simply means a breach of a high. So this is a high. It can be an internal high or an external highs and low. It doesn't matter, right? Break of structure is a break of structure. Just a breach of a high and a body candle close above it is a break of structure. All right, so this is a break of structure. Okay, this is a break of structure. This is also a break of structure. This is also a break of structure. All right, so like that. It's a breach of high or low with a candle body close above a high or a low. All right, so a breach of this high and a body candle close above it, above this high, is a break of structure. All right, so a breach of this high also, which is this breach right here, if a candle close above it, is a break of structure. Same goes to here, and let's say if some downtrend here and here also. All right. So we'll go to change of character. Change of character, all right? A breach or break of an external low on a bullish trend, or a breach of an external high in a bearish trend. All right. So a change of character is a breach of an external low in a bullish trend and a breach of an external high in a bearish trend. So that's simply just saying a breach of this low. All right. A breach of this low in a bullish trend. These lows are your external lows. This low, this low. So a breach in one of these lows will give you a change of character. All right. So clearly you can see price is trending upward, giving you a series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So change of character is basically just saying a breach of any of those lows. A breach of an external low is a change of character. So same goes to the bearish trend. Here, as the rule say, a breach. Okay, let me move this up. As it says, a breach of an external high in a bearish trend. All right. So in this case, price is trending down, giving us a bearish trend, printing series of a series of lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower low. So a breach of lower high. All right, an external high. These are your external high. This high, and this high are your external high. So the rule says that in a change of character, a breach of an external high in a bearish market is considered a change of character. So in this case, we'll be expecting another lower low, lower than the previous low. But instead, if my price does this, give us a high, all right, and pull back, we'll consider this a change. We'll consider this a change of character. All right, so that's basically the rule to change of character in a bullish trade, in a bullish price action. A breach of a higher low or a low in a structural trend is considered a change of character. So same goes to the bearish trend. A breach of an external high is considered a change of character. So if you don't understand the meaning of this on higher highs and higher low, a higher high is a high higher than the previous high. All right, a higher low is a low higher than the previous low. All right, so this is a higher low. This is also a higher low, higher than the previous low. This low is also higher than the previous low. So it goes to higher high, a high that is previously higher than the previous high. All right, this high is higher than this high, this high higher than this high. That's why it's called a higher high. And this high is higher than this high. So on the bearish trend is a high that is lower. All right, so that's why it's called a lower high. It's low, but it's a high. So this is a lower high, this is another lower high, a lower high, and a lower high. A lower high is a low that is lower than the previous lower high. All right, so this is a lower low, lower low, lower low, and lower low. So it's a low that is lower than the previous low. That's why it's called a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, and another lower. All right, so we'll go to the next, a break of structure. No. Okay, we're done with break of structure, change of character, and pullbacks. So we'll go to pullbacks right now. So what does pullback say? A guaranteed retracement in price after a break of structure or a change of character. All right, I think this one is self-explanatory. So after a break of structure, this break is considered a break of structure. So after a break of structure, a guarantee, because the price will retrace at some point after a break of structure. So a guaranteed retracement after a break of structure or a change of character. So after this break, this price movement coming back down is considered a break of structure. So you can also spot this in internal structure like this one. After this break, this price is not clear, but I will explain this detail in the live chart. So in internal structure and external structure, you can also find stuff like this: break of structure, change of character, and pullback. You can spot them also in the internal structure. So in this case, we'll be using an external structure. So in an external structure, after a break of structure, the pullback, the price retracement back into price is considered a break of structure. So after this break, this is a retracement, but price gave us change of character. So after that change of character, the retracement back up is considered a pullback. So this leg is a pullback leg, another break of structure. So after this break, we'll be expecting a pullback. There's a pullback leg. So after this break, we'll be expecting another pullback, which is this pullback leg. So after this break, we're expecting another pullback. So the rule just simply states that a guaranteed retracement in price after a break of structure or a change of character. All right, so next up we'll be going to rules I have these 5 rules to market structure. All right, so let me clear these charts real quick. All right, so it's cleared. So rules to market structure. All right, on the number one, we have on a bullish. So this is the most important part. All right, so pay attention to this part. So on a bullish or bearish trend, price is still bullish or bearish if structural lows or high is yet to be taken out. All right. So on a bullish trend, like this trend right here, all right. So like this bullish trend right here, the rule said on a bullish or bearish trend, price is still bullish if structural low is yet to be taken out. So this scenario is for a bullish structure, right? So price is still bullish if these lows, these are your structural lows, these lows, this lows, this lows, and this lows. All right. So the rule is saying that price is still bullish if those lows are yet to be breached or taken out. And once that low is being breached or taken out, you can now consider price or mark that break or breach as a change of character. All right. So these are your structural low on a bullish trend. So if these lows are not breached or yet to be breached, price is still bullish. So that can tell you that if price can't break structure to the upside, right, pull back, do whatever you want to do, but as long as this low is not broken or yet to be broken, price is bullish. Can come back down as deep like this and go up, right? Do whatsoever you want to do, but as long as your structural lows, this lows, this low, this low, this low, or your recent structural low is yet to be broken, price is still bullish in a bullish scenario, right? So that goes to the bearish scenario also. So once a change of character is confirmed, your structural highs are now your protected highs, right? So these are your structural highs, your structural high, your structural high, and your structural high. So after a break of structure, the rules say that your highs or price is still bearish if your structural high is yet to be taken out. So in this case, price came back down, pulled back up, didn't take out that high. So price is still bearish, came back down, failed to take out the previous high. So price is still bearish, right? Came back down, also failed to take out the previous high, still bearish. But the rules say if a breach of your structural high on a bearish trend, it is considered a change of character. All right. So price is still bearish if this high, this high, this high, and this high is yet to be taken out. All right. So we'll go to the second rule to market structure. Right. So on the number 2 here, we have your structural lows / high shift if a break of structure is met. So your structural lows or high shift if a break of structure is met. So what that is, after a break of structure, so this was your structural high in a bullish trade, in a bullish trend. So your structural low is this low. So it is, so what that rule is saying that after this break of this structural high, right? After this break of this structural high, your structural low shift from the previous structural low to this low, right? So after this break of this high, all right, after this break of this high, confirming a break of structure, your structural low shifts from this one to this one. All right. So after this break again, after confirming this break of structure right here, your structural low shifts again from this low to this low. So after this break also, your structural low shifts from this low to this low. So you don't confirm your change. So this rule just helps to identify change of character quickly, because some people might be waiting for this low or this low to be breaking to confirm their change of character. So your structural low moves as price moves also. So if you confirm a break of structure to the upside, your structural low shift to this. So after a break, this is your structural low. After another break, your structural low shift from this to this. Right. So after a breach of this low, it will give you a change of character. All right. So after a break of this low, of this high, this is your structural low. After a break of this high, this is your structural low. So your structural low shift after a break of structure, and once your structural low is being taken out, you can confirm that a change of character. So we'll go to number 3 here. Price only changes direction or shift in structure if structural low or high is broken. All right, so I've explained this. This is clearly talking about change of character. All right, price only changes direction or shift in structure if structural lows or high is broken. All right, so your structural lows are what is holding your bullish or trend direction. So if your structural low is taken out here, price have confirmed a change of character, and you should be expecting a bearish market from there. So in this case, price ignored all this structural low, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and eventually took out this one. So price shift. All right, the rules say price shift after price breach or take out the structural low. So after that shift, it is confirmed as a change as well as a change of character. So you'll be expecting price to retrace back and take out the most recent low. So lastly, it's not the last one, I think. Trend continuation is only confirmed if overall high or low is taken out. Right, I'll go to it again. Trend continuation is only confirmed if overall high or low is taken out. So on the bearish market, this is your overall low, this is your overall low, and this is your overall low, and this is your overall low. So a continuation in trend is only confirmed if this low is taken out. All right. So once you get a pullback, if price haven't taken out this low, all right, your trend is not ready to continue. All right, price is not ready to continue its bearish movement. So you can get some sort of reaction like this, come like this, but the trend can also continue if your overall low is being taken out. So on a bearish trend like this, after confirming a break of structure, price is telling you that I want to continue my bearish movement. So after getting another pullback, it is only confirmed bearish trend continuation if the previous low is taken out. Again, so goes to bullish market also. After a break of structure and a pullback, trend continuation is only confirmed if the overall high is being taken out. All right. So if you get a pullback, trend continuation is only confirmed if this high, the overall high, is being taken out. So you can get a close call, almost taking out the previous high, and also it can also come back down. A trend continuation is not confirmed unless price goes back up to take out that overall high. All right. So and lastly, in the fifth rule, it says a break of structure or change of character is confirmed by a candle body close. I think this one is also self-explanatory, and you will understand better once we go to the live charts. I mean, everything I just explained here, if you didn't understand it properly, I'm sure you will understand it better on the live chart. All right, so I'll just explain it here. So after a break of structure, all right, after confirming this break of structure, a break of structure is confirmed if the body of a candle, right, not a great candle, but we'll manage it, right? So if a body of a candle closes above this low right here, it is confirmed a change of character or a break of structure, right? So after this break, we're expecting a nice body candle close below it or above it in a bullish market, right? So after a high or a break is being taken out, it is only confirmed if the body is above it or close above it. All right, so that's all for the line charts. And don't worry, if you didn't understand everything and just explain here properly, you will understand it better on the live chart. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so now we are on the live chart. So everything I just taught on the line chart, we're going to be applying it all on the live market chart. So if you made it far to this video, please, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. All right, so let's continue. So everything I taught back there on the line chart, we are applying it all on this live chart. So we'll start by external structure. All right. External structure, I said external structure are peak highs and lows or high time price legs that determine overall trend direction. Well, so this is the 4-hour time frame, and I also will recommend you marking out your structural highs and lows on the higher time frame or above that, like the yearly, the monthly, the daily, and the weekly. All right. So this is the 4-hour time frame. So we'll now mark out our structural highs and lows. So in this case, we can clearly see that price is what? Price is in fact bullish. All right. So our higher high or our higher low will be this low. All right. So our higher high will be in fact this high right here. So this will be our high. So after the higher high, our higher or our next higher low will be this higher low right here. All right. So after marking out this higher low, our next higher high will be this higher high. All right. So the definition, if you remember, I said peak highs or peak lows, which is the low furthest down or furthest up, is our structural or external structure. External structural highs or low. So these are our external structural higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher highs. All right. So we'll go back to our notes. Where is it? All right. So we'll go back to our notes and explain internal structure. All right. So internal structure are highs or low or trend. Are highs and lows or trend that are within or inside an internal price range. So if we use our chart or our lines, so this is our higher low, this is our higher high, just like on my chart, like this, like this. Right? So internal structure is saying a highs and lows or trend that are within or inside an external price range. So from here, from this higher low to this higher high, everything inside here is our internal or price range or internal or structure. Right? So in this internal structure, you can see or you can spot the high inside the price range. You can spot a low. You can clearly see that this can also be considered a higher high, and this is a higher low. This is also a higher high, and this is also a higher low inside the external structure. All right. So back on the pullback, you can spot a high here, a high here. You can consider this a lower high, a lower low. All right, a lower high and a what? A lower low. Right, in the internal structure. Right, you can see this low is a lower low in the internal structure, but on the external structure, this low is a higher low. Right, you see the difference. Right, so these are multiple structures. Right, there's a structure inside a structure. Right, there's a internal structure and external structure. The internal structure is this structure right here, this overall high, higher low, the overall higher high, the overall higher high, and the overall higher low, and the higher high. All right, so this is the internal structure. This is the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher low, like that, the higher high, right? Now the lower high, right? After the lower high, we get the after the lower low, we get the lower high and the lower low, right? So that is internal structure inside and external structure, right? It is clearly a little structure within or inside the range of an external structure. Those didn't only end there, and also on the continuation trend, you can see a higher high, a higher low also a lower high, also higher high, lower high, right? A higher high also, right? So you can spot internal structure inside what a external structure. All right, so try to configure the difference. Try marking this on your chart also to remember them. All right, so next up is what? Break of structure. Break of structure is saying the breach of a high or a low with a candle body close above the high or a low. All right, so break of structure is clearly just saying on the chart that a break of this high is a break of a structure. All right, a break of that high is a break of structure. Break of this high is also a break of structure. Let me just quickly label it. Break of structure, break of structure. This is also a break of structure. Yeah. Series of break of structures, break of structure, yeah. Break of structure also, right? A break of structure is a breach of a high of a low or a low with a body candle close above or below, all right? All right, so break of structure is just basically saying a breach of a high or low with a candle body close above it or below it is just break of structure, right? So a breach of this high is a break of structure, breach of this high is a break of structure, breach of previous low, break of structure, breach of previous low is also a break of structure, right? So we go to change of character. A change of character, a breach or break of an external low or on a bullish trend or breach of an external high in a bearish trend is what? A change of character. But if you remember previously in the external market or in the external trend, in the external trend, this is our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, and our higher what? High. And the rules say a breach of external low in a bullish market or a bullish trend is change of character. All right. So clearly you can see here, this low wasn't breached after this pullback. So there is no change of character. So price trended up. The rule states if you can get a breach of a external low, this is our external low, this is our external low, and this is also our external low. So a breach of one of these lows or a breach of any external low is a change of character, and in fact, we got that break right here, right? So we can label this as well, change of character. All right, you can see that. All right, so a breach of this low didn't happen after this pullback. Can't consider it a change of character. Price trended up, pullback, didn't take out this external low, went up, pullback again, but this time it took out this what, the external low. All right, so we'll go to the next. The next one is, in fact, pullbacks. So a guaranteed retracement in price after a break of structure or change of character. So as you can see clearly, after a break of structure, we are guaranteed to have what? A pullback. Right? After this break of structure, we must get a pullback. So after another break of this high, there is a guarantee pullback. Right? After a break of this low, there is a pullback. So pullback is a guaranteed retracement after a break of price structure. Right? All right, so on our next up is what rules to market what structure. So on the first list here, we have on a bullish or bearish trend, price is still bullish or bearish if structural low or high is yet to be taken out. So, but on this bullish trend, we'll take the bullish part. So on the bullish price, on a bullish trend, price is still bullish if structural lows is yet to be taken out. So that is just saying our structural lows, this low, and this low. That rule, this number one rule is saying that price remains bullish if those lows are still protected, or if those lows are yet to be what taken out. So this low, and this low are our structural lows. All right. So in this case, price pull back, trended up, pull back again, trended up again, broke our high, pull back, failed to take out this low as it did here also, failed to take out this low, our structural lows, and traded up again. So this can continue, but price remains bullish if this price action continues. So, but price tends to change direction if price breaks our rules, which say that price is bullish and remains bullish if our structural lows are protected. All right. So price change direction when our structural low has been breached. But in this case, price was protecting our structural low, came back down, protected that low, didn't take out the low, came back down, also broke the high, came back down, but eventually price would take out this our structural low, giving us what? A change of character. All right. So on the second list, we have your structural lows and high shifts if a break of structure is what? Met. So that is basically just saying our structural lows, which are this low, and this low, they shift if a break of structure is what? Met. So after this break of this high, this is our previous structural low. So after this break of structure right here, our structural low shift from this low to this what? This low right here. So after pulling back and confirming another break of structure, and our structural low shift from being this low to this low, just how I thought on the line chart, like that. All right, so we'll go to the fourth one last. Okay, trend continuation is only confirmed if overall high or low is taken out. All right, so that one is just easy money. So trend continuation is only confirmed if the overall highs are taken out. In this case, the higher highs. All right, so after a impulse taking out this high and pulling back, so our continuation is only confirmed if this high is being what? Taken out. So price pulled back, broke that high, pull back again. So our once price retrace, our continuational signal is if only this high is being what? Taken out. So price pullback, take out that, telling us that price wants to continue its bullish trend. All right. So the last one is a break of structure is confirmed by candle body what? Close. All right. A break of structure is confirmed by a body candle close. All right. So if you look closely, let me zoom in quick. So if you look closely, this high, all right, this high was our previous high. So we're looking for candle for a breach of that high to confirm a break of structure. If you look closely, this first candle right here, right, this long candle right here didn't give us our break of structure. Why? Because it failed to close above what? This high. All right. So the candle that gave us our valid break of structure is this second candle right here. Because if you extend this line, you'll see clearly that it's closed above that line. So that's just the rule for a valid break of structure. A body close candle above the previous high is a confirmed break of structure. So all what I just said right here, you can just take them down to the to the left side of the right side of the chart, which is the bearish market. So every rule applied to the bullish market is also applied to the bearish market also. Yeah, guys, that comes to the end of our today's video. Stay tuned for the next video because I'll be explaining everything you need to know and get you prepared to be able to learn QML as a strategy. All right, so stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already. If you didn't understand the video, watch the video over and over again. If you didn't understand, try spotting out everything I just showed you here on your live chart, marking out break of structure, external structure, internal structure, break of structure, and change of character. By the time you get better. All right, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, leave a comment on what topic you want me to cover next and anything you would like to see on my next video or cover in my next video. Comment that on the comment section.